Hello and welcome to Garblag Games. I'm back! Yay! And we are back with more Dodeca!
Dodeca!
And what's cool is also that Dodeca is now published and available on Drive-Thru RPG. I did it. I actually did it. It's done. It's finished. And physical books are on the way to my house, and I'll be sending them out to physical backers. Well, all the backers are physical, but the ones that backed for physical pledges very, very soon. So they will be flying out across the world. Hey, Onomichi, thank you very much. Dodeca. So tonight we are playing the first episode of Grimhulk, which is my mashed together non-trademarked name for a grim far future on a giant spaceship that's falling apart and has seen better days. And you saw there in the intro the story of our world, created using the rules in the book, the 5-step process. And I've got a cast of wonderful players here who are going to take us through their characters. You can say the legend of your character if you want to, or you can just tell us a bit about them. But tell us who you are and who you're playing. And we're going to begin with Josh.
I was hoping it wasn't me. I'm playing Jefflon Muskerberg. I am a recently awoken cryogenic person from the far past. And my legend is that I was born in another time. I trust only coin. The world taught me that forewarned is forearmed. People call me a survivor, and I seek a better life. So I'm playing a real scumbag ex-billionaire is the goal here.
Oh, cool. Excellent. Thanks, Josh. I really did I like the voice of Jefflon.
I have been
really cool.
all week in the car to myself.
Practicing. Awesome. Okay. Next, with an interesting voice, we have Ben.
I have an interesting voice. I was born of prophecy and portent. I trust a greater power. The world taught me the old ways. People call me a believer, and I seek ultimate power. I rolled a really narrow range of things. I am weird, occult, and psychic. That's me.
Awesome.
Across the board.
And I think you've got tattoos
I'm
all over
dressed
yourself.
Entirely in old bones with dead rat lizards tied to it. And I can.
You're the Mad Max kid. You're the Mad Max kid.
I am the Mad Max kid,
but with psychic powers. Awesome.
And I can rip open holes in space-time.
This is true, and this will be fun. This is fun because we fear those beyond from the beyond. Cool. Next, we shall go to Aaron.
I am Harrison Jacks. I was born in blood and flame. I trust naught but steel. If the world taught me to live by my wits, people call me a delver. I seek revenge. So Harrison Jacks was born towards the outer edge of the hall in a small family tribal unit, and they were attacked and harried throughout almost his entire life as he made his way deeper into the Space Hulk. He was the last survivor of his clan, where he ran across a few other delvers who promised him to help him, to take care of him, and to take him on their journey to this amazing cachet of wealth. And he believed them. And they got that cachet of wealth, and then they betrayed him and left him for dead. And now he seeks to hunt them down and kill them both.
Awesome. So you seek revenge. Great. Okay. Excellent. Thank you, Aaron. And over to James.
So I am playing Extermination Droid 210, a former killbot sent to rip apart the Hulk and murder the inhabitants and basically claim it for the dark powers beyond, where I came from, how I was made. However, my legend is I was born of iron and steel. I trust my own two hands. The world taught me to prey on the weak. People call me a hunter, and I seek a noble end. So although I was one of the killbots that kind of came to the Hulk to destroy everything, someone that I don't know who it is, but we as a party do, somehow interfered with my programming and has turned me onto a noble path. So I am now helping people fight the things that now seek to kill them all. So that's me.
Excellent. And who is this strange person? You may have messed about with your programming, Martin.
Well, I'm Grimjaw Shipwright, actual space dwarf. I was born beneath the earth. I trust what comes before me. The world taught me hard work pays off. People call me a veteran, and I seek a worthy opponent. I am what we describe as a muscle engineer. I've been tinkering and fixing this Hulk for decades and seen families come and go. Unbeknownst to ED210, I'm the one who actually came across him and managed to, through sheer luck, get the side of a ship spike into the side of his brain, essentially, and in fixing it, managed to undo whatever malicious program he had running at the time. I'm heading off with Harrison to deal with these problems that keep breaking the engines of this ship and try and see if I can find the source of all of this, like what's causing the actual problems here.
Cool. So we have a rather eclectic bunch. Before we get into our recap and start our session, there's just two things to say. One, if you like what you're seeing and you're watching on Twitch right now, I'm about to whack you with a link for the Drive-Through RPG product page. If you're watching back on YouTube, there'll be a link down below in the video description. So go and check it out. It's already got a 5-star rating. Thanks, Millie. And check that out. And the other thing to say is, Ben.
Hello.
What did you do today?
Today I pushed through the finale bit on resolving my Zine Quest game that was around the same time that you did yours. A little bit later. That's why mine's coming out a little bit later, honest gov. Not because Pete's more organized and practical than me. So yes, Daughters of Darkness coming out imminently. Bye.
Oh, and there's a link to the
I keep saying
pre-order
Daughters of Darkness,
page.
which was the preview name, and it's Descendants of Darkness, not Daughters of Darkness. Bad Ben, no cookie.
That's cool. It's your game. You're allowed to misname it.
Evil Eldritch Demon Beasts from Beyond, though.
That's the
Urban
one,
horror.
Urban horror.
Urban horror.
Excellent. So go and check that out. There's the Backerkit link in the chat on Twitch and in the video description if you're watching on YouTube. Also, don't forget to check out our Patreon. Today on the Patreon, I posted a little monster, the rat lizard, which is going to be very appropriate very soon. And you can get a free monster on there, rat lizard. It's created using the rules from the Dodeca rulebook. The monster, grim dark monsters section at the back of the book, and it gives you a little flavor. It's got some beautiful artwork by Mustafa Bekir, and just go and check that out on our Patreon as well. So hit a link in the chat. There we go, and there's one down in the video description if you're watching later. Okay, so last time, previously on Grimhulk, we had it was character creation session really. And the guys went through the process. It was really cool. And you've all made fantastic characters. So this is going to be cool. And we started with a little meeting of the group. And we had Harrison, who's out on revenge, trying to find these delvers. You're on a sub-level of the Grimhulk where you know they're in the sub-level above. You're trying to find in this local area a way up. That's kind of your goal, your immediate goal. And Harrison has come across Grimjaw and his pet robot Ed 210, and they've all joined up together in this common cause to help Harrison Jacks get this revenge. They found a orphan child in the decimated village beyond the Lake of Shit, and rescued this child, or this child kind of followed them through the Grimhulk, getting closer and closer, and eventually they became a party. And the boy led them to a vault of the ancestors. And in this room, they found 3 cylinders. One was broken, one had a dead body in, and the middle one, I think maybe the one on the right, had Jefflon Muskerberg, an actual living ancient brought back to life. And they all quizzed him about how he would fix the world and make things right. And he thought it was a prank and was looking for the brandy. And at that point, you all heard scurrying on the edge of the room. And I think on Roll20, we've got a very simple little map that I've knocked up just below the initiative clock, which everyone can see. Everyone can see the initiative clock on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And what you've realized is, as I said, this room is 4 zones. And you were all kind of gathered around the tube doing various things. Grimjaw was checking that it was okay. Ed 210 was tearing the front off and positioning it to the side. Karush was kind of painting symbols and runes everywhere. And Jefflon was looking for booze. Harrison had kind of stepped away, if you remember, as soon as the runes started to get carved. So had like distanced himself slightly. And it was at this stage that you heard like a rustling in the far corner of the room. And as you turn around, and I think several of you have got kind of lights built into your armor, haven't you? Mm-hmm. You realize that in the far corner of the room, there's actually an exit. It's like the wall it's complete darkness. But as you spin the light across, you can see there's like a hole in the wall. Clearly some burrowing creatures have torn through into this area, and you can now see scattered across the floor in that corner of the room some bones, some dung and detritus, kind of, like scratchings pulled together to make little nests and things like that. And you heard Jefflon was like, "Are there dogs in the room or something?" Everyone else was like, "Rat lizards." And you all kind of turned, and there was like a kind of screeching noise as 6 rat lizards burst into the room and 3 close behind, and you can see their eyes in the dark. Now, these creatures, let me just read you out the little 5-step monster. The monster is cunning and cruel. They appear to be diminutive creatures. They prefer to kill silently. They fear fire and beware their eyes in the dark. This is the steps for building the monsters up. Go check that out on the Patreon. And these little creatures, they're kind of small. They're not very tough, but they do have a bit of a bite. They have kind of retractable claws that come out and can really hurt. But aside from that, too bad. However, we have entered into combat. Therefore, we must determine initiative. Now, I've predetermined the rat lizards' initiatives, but you can't see them right now, and they're going to appear on the initiative clock very shortly. But what you guys all need to do is, I'm not going to say you're surprised, because they're not. You're all on edge looking around, and Harrison's kind of scouting, checking out the room. So you all need to make an observe or tactics roll and subtract your number of successes from 6. This will determine your starting position on the initiative. All have one success. So you're on 5, Martin. So you've all got a counter above the clock.
1 success.
1.
Going in the 5. How are we doing?
Not with my observation in tactics, I'm not.
Cool. And Jefflon?
I got 1 success.
1 success. Right. Let's move your token. I've given you control of those tokens.
Thank you so much.
Cool. Excellent. Right. So now I will. So what we do is there are, hopefully you can see that, 6 6 rat lizards have appeared at varying. One of them had a critical failure, so I actually decided that mean it went up by 1 to 7. Here we go. So let's get combat. So now what we do is we're going to declare in reverse order. Yeah.
Yep.
So the first rat lizard is going to rat lizard 5. Rat lizard 5 wants to move a zone. So rat lizard 5 wants to move into the zone that his other eager. Now remember, when you position them in the zone, try and stack them behind the last person to go in there. So rat lizard 5 will be the first person to act on count 11 because it's the first creature to go into that zone. Rat lizard 2 is also going to move, but rat lizard 2 is 1 zone away from both of you. Rat lizard 2 is going to move into the zone with Harrison in. Is 10. Right, Karush, what is your intention? What's your first?
This is still reverse order, isn't it?
Yeah, so you're declaring where you want to go and move to that point on the clock.
I'm not going to go anywhere. I am
Go to summon a hole in space.
Well, yeah, I was kind of thinking that, but
Go for
by
it.
the time I get there, they'll be entangled with my own people. And
It says pick a number of targets in a number of zones around you.
oh, it's pick target. That's all right. Then I'll do that.
The
See you
power
later,
that Ben
bad
is
guys.
referring to is called Dark
Dark
Fissures.
Fissures.
Target up to your hang on. That in the final version. Final version open. I think it's target up to your occult number of creatures within range and roll weird.
Oh, they are not going to like that.
Yeah, and the range is 2 zones. So within 2 zones of you, your occult's what, 5?
Or
4. So you can target 4 creatures, and then they each take a strength 5 hit. Right. Okay. So you've declared yours. Right.
Yep.
So Jefflon, what would you like to do? So this isn't, you're not doing the action. You're declaring what you want to do. We move everyone into position, and then we start to make the actions.
Where's the child? That's Ben's character.
Um,
Karush.
Karush.
is the yellow one.
I
Or
would like
the
to.
orange one.
I would like to cower behind the child, please.
Really? Okay, cool. That's all right.
Just for round 1, you know.
That's fine. So you're gonna go on the defensive?
That sounds good to me. Yeah.
Yep. So that's a 5 action. So move around to number 10. Between now and number 10, all your defenses are increased by 2.
Cool. Oh,
Okay.
That's very good.
Yeah. Right. Ed 210. What's going to be your first action?
I am going to ready a weapon. So the front of the cryopod that I've just put down, I'm going to pick back up again.
Okay. Cool. This is your melee style, isn't it? Where you
Yes.
just wrench bits of the ship up.
Yep.
Cool. Okay, so you're readying a weapon. So that moves you
Yep.
2. Let's pop you in the corner there so we know
Oh,
who's
yep.
first.
Yep, cool.
Grimjaw, what are you going to be
I'm
doing?
going to put down the engineering tools I was about to use to rip the power cells out of these cards and pick up my giant wrench nail hammer.
Okay, cool. So you're readying a weapon as well. So slide in behind Ed 210.
Yep.
Cool. Then Rat Lizard 3 is going to run into your zone, all 4 of you.
Right, Lizard 3.
1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Harrison, what's your first action going to be?
He mutters, "Damn vermin." Pulls out his vibroblade, readying his weapon.
Awesome.
Moves to 6.
Okay. And then Rat Lizard 6 is going to move as well. 2, 3, 4. As is Rat Lizard 4. So they basically all want to move up. And then Rat Lizard 1, who's ahead of everybody, will move.
His gang, they don't have ranged weapons.
No, they have melee weapons. Okay, right. So we've done first position. So everyone knows what they're going to do. And we'll now then go in ascending order. And we will resolve and then declare next actions. So first off, Rat Lizard 1 is going to move into this zone here. And his next action will be to do a melee attack against Grimjaw. Doesn't like the smell of the dwarf. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's in number 9. Okay. So next it's Harrison. So Harrison, you ready your weapon?
Now one of the rat lizards moved into my zone, correct?
Well, it's going to.
Will do. So when it moves into my zone, I'll move into engage with it.
Okay. Yep. So that would normally, and this is a really good example actually, Aaron, that would normally be a 2 action, but you can't complete that until it is in your zone. So you move to his initiative point.
And which one of those
is Rat
rats
Lizard
was it?
3? Oh no, sorry, Rat Lizard 2. Sorry, Rat Lizard 2.
We can't see the name.
We can't see which is which.
Oh, you can't see the names.
All we can see is a
this
bunch
one.
of rat
That one?
lizards.
Okay.
Yep, I will turn the names on. Here we go. Where are we? Yes. Wait. But I haven't used this in ages. Maybe not. I know what I'll do. Sorry, bear with me 1 second. Here we go. I'll give them all a spot, and then you'll know which ones they are. Should help, shouldn't it?
So these are now lesser spotted rat lizards.
Chameleons. They're like rat chameleons, so they're all different colours.
Well, there's a blue one and a green one and an orange one, but oh, no yellow ones. Sorry, chaps. Looks like you're taking all the hits.
Yeah, so the red rat lizard is the one that's going to move into your zone, Harrison. So when it moves in, you're going to engage with it. That does mean that it will be able to attack you. Yeah. Okay, cool. Right, so then we move around to number 7. So Ed 210 and Grimjaw, you both pull your weapons out pretty much at the same time. Ed 210, what are you going to do? What's your next action going to be?
There's one that's going to run in to attack Grimjaw, but there's quite a few that are still remaining in the zone.
I didn't engage, did I? Oh no, he's just moved in, and his next action, Rat Lizard 1. Sorry, I got that wrong. That should actually be to move to engage you, rather than. There we go. Rather than attack. Apologies, I was cheating.
Sorry.
I am going to. I think. Let me just double check. No. I'm gonna charge the rat lizard that's going to attack Grimjaw. Because I'm not engaged with it at the moment.
Okay.
But I am.
Cool. Yep. So you're going to use the charge action.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Which is a
special.
How
Speed
many?
5.
Speed 5.
Yeah.
Go for it. So move around 5.
2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. Number
Yep.
12.
Yep. So when we get around to 12, you'll do your attack. And that is an engage and attack all in one go.
And I lose 1 vitality by running at it and hitting it with a door.
Yeah, you've exerted yourself.
Yeah.
Grimjaw.
Speed boost.
You can see this creature is coming for you. You could just hit it, because by the time you hit it, it will be engaged with you.
Yeah, can I just ready to attack it when it attacks me? Is that something I can do? Or because it's going to engage with me, isn't it?
It is. it's going to engage with you in the next count. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So it's going to be. So it's number 9, isn't it? I think, or 8. Sorry. Which
Yes.
color dot was it? Sorry.
Blue.
Blue. Yeah. So it's going to get to me before I can do anything before it gets it. So I'll just basically ready melee weapon attack to hit that creature.
Melee weapon. Oh, sorry. I moved the wrong lizard. Sorry. Wrong rat lizard. It's that one. There we go. Sorry.
Ah, the red one.
Yeah. So if you want to hit that creature, the blue one, that would be a 4 count. So that would take you to 11.
Yeah.
And it will engage you at number 9. So you'll be able to do that. So it'll engage you, and then you see it coming. You're like winding up for a hit.
Yeah. So just like ready it to smack it in the side of the head once he gets into my range.
Cool. Let me just color code the ones down below. That might help you guys to know which ones are actually which in the order. So X is pink. Purple. 5. Brown. Does mean that one is green. There we go. That's better. Okay. So you've moved. Excellent. Right. Next is Rat Lizard 6. So Rat Lizard 6 pink Rat Lizard moves into that zone. Yeah. That's its action. And for its next action, it's going to move into the zone where the party is going on. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's going to go in there. So let's move and into there and get him there. Okay, cool. Rat Lizard 4 similarly moves up in his turn, and for its next action, it's going to move, but it's following Rat Lizard 2. Maybe they're a mating pair. Who knows? And it's going to go after Harrison. So that will be on a 4 move as well. And then Rat Lizard 2 is now moved. Yep. Here we go. Okay. And it's going to engage there. There we go. So by the time we get to the right round, therefore Harrison will be engaging. We move around. Rat Lizard 3, I said, was moving as well. It's going into there. And on the next round, it's going to engage with Ed 210. So let's get these next to their appropriate people, shall we? Here we go. And I think Ed 210's charging in there. There we go.
Yeah.
That makes it look a bit better. Yeah, it's going to engage with Ed 210 and Rat Lizard 1. Where are we? Had engaged, hadn't they? So that was the one that had engaged with Grimjaw, and the next thing is going to be attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. So round 2 there. Yep. So we've got not bad. Here's little icons we can. Cool. Okay. That's attack. That's engage. Yep. Right. Then we go around to the next one, and Rat Lizard 2 has engaged Harrison and now wants to attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. So on its next action, it will attack Harrison. Next is Jefflon. Jefflon, no one's attacked you. You've been hiding defensively behind the crazy child with the mad greased up hair and bone armor. You're not sure.
I'm the real hero here.
Of course. Of course.
So can I? So I'm in defensive. Can I just shoot something now?
Now, so your defensive action has now ended.
Okay,
so now
okay.
you have to declare what the next thing you're going to do. And if you want to shoot someone, a projectile action, that's a 3 count. So you'd need to move around to 1, and then when we get to 1, bang.
Great. Okay. Yeah. Perfect.
Cool. All right, Harrison. little rat lizard coming at you.
You're
You're on
muted,
mute.
Aaron.
You hear the hum of his vibroblade as he swings out at the rat lizard and moves around to 2.
Cool. Were you not hitting it as it came into you? Oh no,
I was
you engage.
I engaged
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Cool. You two are like doing a little waltz together around the board. Okay. Cool. So let's go on to the next count. And Rat Lizard 5, was the runt of the herd, finally moves into this zone. Coming up behind. And is going to want to move into. Oh, where are we going? Where are we going? In with the big party, I think. Yeah, definitely. So you're going to go in that direction, but that'll be a 4 count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Okay, next we have Karush.
Rising up into the air, black lightning crackling around him, chanting ancient and eldritch words of power as he jams his brain into the space between this world and the next, rips it open, and shouts, "Din dins, come and get 'em," at whatever's on the other side.
Cool. Okay. Because Karush is invoking the space between realities, which is the thing that we all fear, the things from beyond, I'm going to make a peril roll for all the other characters because you've all just witnessed that.
I feel like I have to brain Karush with a door.
And that's pretty. That was an awesome description, and I think therefore that's a strength 2 peril roll against all of you. So I'm going to roll 2 dice. Tell you what numbers are on them. If either of them or both of them beat your defiance, you take 1 point of peril. You can only take 1 point of peril at a time, but I've got 2 dice to beat your defiance. So I'm going to roll these dice now. Here we go. I rolled an 11 and a 9. Boom.
Oh yes.
Boom.
Peril it is.
Okay, so 1 point of peril.
I like the fact the only peril I've suffered is because of Karush. 2 peril for hanging out with a weirdo.
That's cool. Okay, and then suddenly gaps open in reality and strange insectoid limbs come reaching out, scratching and grabbing and pulling and jabbing and poking and tickling the 4 of the rat lizards. Which rat lizards do you want to subject to your horrible stuff?
Both of the ones in this zone, and then the 2 that are nearest in this zone. So,
Okay,
the 4 that are nearest.
Green, blue, brown, and
green,
pink.
blue, brown, and pink. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go with green first.
I've
So
got
you've got
Snooker Loopy in my head now.
Those of you the black and white set, the brown is
The
behind the
red
green and the blue.
Yeah. So each targeted creature suffers a strength 5 plus successes hit. So you make a weird roll.
A weird roll.
Yep, roll weird.
Right. So
that's
Roll
your
on the
occult
shoulder.
number of dice.
cult number of dice is
That never gets
4.
old.
Modifier is. So I've got 2 in it. Does that mean that
So
my
9
modifier
plus?
is 3?
Sorry?
I have 2 in weird. Does that mean my
Yep.
modifier is 3?
No, just roll 4 dice and try and get 9s or more.
Oh, that didn't work. Oh, it's because I pressed
Just
the wrong
roll
one.
4d12. Just roll 4d12.
No, the
it's
other
fine.
one does work. The other one does work. Kablamo.
2 successes. There you go. So each of them takes a strength 7 hit. So what you can do, we can do it all as one roll. So you can roll 7 dice and just apply it to all of their toughness. Oh, their defiance. Even better. These are weak-willed little creatures. They're getting torn apart by the horrors of the space between the stars.
That's a terrible roll.
Oh, got a hype train going on. Wow. What did you get? Well, hang on. 1, 4, 1, 12, 7, 5, 1. So you rolled 3 ones.
Yeah.
But you got
I
their
got
defiance.
12.
Their defiance is 5.
Okay, so well, that's not so bad then.
So you got 3 successes for your roll, and you got a triple. So that's 2 more successes.
Okay.
So you got 5 successes.
5 successes.
Yeah.
That's 5 plus 5.
So you did 5 points of
5
damage.
points of damage
To all of those 4 rat lizards. Now, that removes all of their vitality, but then it stops there. Damage doesn't lap over from vitality into wounds.
Yeah.
Once you've exhausted all their vitality, they're kind of rattled. Yeah, here we go. Let me 1, 2. This is where I have to actually note things down. Okay,
Take
so that
2
was
points of vitality damage for doing that.
yeah, they're not very tough. So they are pretty much. So those creatures are screeching. They're like biting at these hands that are coming through and trying to take them away. And there's some sort of, you all experience a fair little vague tugs of different gravitational forces coming through these kind of white lined star field cracks in reality. It's pretty freaky. But as soon as they came, they're sealed up. And it's like this weird kind of silent moment. And then everyone carries on fighting. Kurush, did you subtract your vitality? How much was that?
I did. I lose 2 vitality from that.
Okay. And what's going to be your next action?
I am going to ready a weapon.
Okay. What weapon are you readying?
Hand axe.
Oh, cool.
Not very good
Okay.
axe. And I'm not very good with it.
True. So we now have Grimjaw. A Grimjaw. This creature has engaged you, the blue rat lizard, and it's going. It looks like it's about to and you see it. This retractable claw come out like a almost Velociraptor style, and it's like. It's about to attack you, but you've got an even bigger claw on the end of your wrench, and it kind of is big. Its little eyes.
Right, I will.
This has just been sapped of all its vitality as well. This creature.
By the Hulk, right? Dealing with you first, and then whatever you just did afterwards, and then swing it down on this rat lizard.
Awesome.
So, right, I need to remember. So it's my training and prowess is what I'm using.
Yep.
So I've got 9 pluses on 4 dice.
Cool.
So I got an 11 and a 10, no doubles or triples or anything like that. So I've got 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay.
Yep.
So you needed 1 success to hit. You got an extra success that adds 1 to your weapon strength. And what is your weapon strength?
10.
So you've got a strength 11 hit.
So it's also got piercing if they've got any armor.
They don't have any armor.
Okay, so
they have a toughness of 5+.
Okay, so I roll 11 dice.
Yep.
Okay, so I'll take 1 dice away and then roll the rest.
I like that. You've got 12-sided dice. That's lovely.
Yeah. So, was it 5 plus, did you say?
Yep.
So, God, that's a lot of fails. 1 second. 2, 3.
I'm sure you've got a few.
4 and a set of doubles. So 5 successes in total.
Okay, cool. So you bring your wrench up, and the force is such that you just kind of smear this thing all across the floor. Just splats all across the floor. And it is dead.
Yay.
So 3 is Rat Lizard 3 or Rat Lizard 1? Oh. Sorry. It's actually Rat Lizard 1 that was engaging you, wasn't it? There we go. I deleted the wrong one. There we go. Pop. Cool. Okay. That was Grimjaw. So what's going to be your next action?
So there's one going after ED, and there's a bunch coming from the bottom.
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty sure ED can handle themselves.
Mhm.
So I will move. I'll go to move down to sort of get blocked.
You could engage one of those if you wanted.
Yeah. So
So as it's coming in, you move to engage it in your zone.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to do. Engage
Okay.
whichever the first one is to cross the zone.
You're probably looking at Rat Lizard 6.
Okay, I will engage that one then.
Okay.
So that's
a 2.
2.
Yep.
So I'll put myself there.
Cool. Right. Next is Rat Lizard 3, who I believe has engaged. Yes, engaged with Ed 210, and is pulled out its retractable claw, and it goes to attack you. Here we go. So my rat lizards have got a prowess of training of 3 with a prowess of 10 plus. Here we go. No successes. So it swings wildly at you, scraping across the floor and a bit across your armor. It's not sure where you start and the floor begins. And it's completely ineffectual. And it screeches at you. And it's going to attack you again. 1, 2, 3, 4. If it's alive. There we go. Right. Cool. And now it's Ed 210's go. And I'm guessing it's clobbering time.
I wish to squish a rat. Yes.
I've got hype train. Choo choo.
Choo choo. Oh, I've received a level 1 hype train emote. Yay me. I'm gonna share that. Yay. Choo choo. I would like to swing down with the door of the cryopod at the rat that just tried to scratch me and crush its little brain in.
Yeah.
I am just trying to work out how I do that.
So you're
because,
training. What's your training score?
my training is very low.
Unless your weapon is it hefty and you got it with?
It is hefty and dense. Yeah.
Ah, okay. So if it's
But I
hefty,
think I
you use
my
might.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's your vigor?
I've got 5 vigor.
Okay, so 5 dice. And what's your might?
My might, I've got 2 points in, so it's a 9.
Yep, 9 plus on 5 dice.
Yeah. Dodeca!
Dodeca!
3 successes. 12, 10, 9.
Nice. Okay, cool. So that's 2 more than you needed. So you add 2 onto your weapon strength.
Okay, so
And
9.
your weapon. 9. Okay. Cool.
So I roll 9 dice.
Roll 9 dice and you need 5s or more.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's strength 7 for being a big piece of metal. 1, 2, 3, 5s or more.
Yes.
4, 5. So I got 1, 12, 2 11s, a 5 and an 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you count the 11 as double.
Okay. There is a Kurish. You're quite encouraged by the amount of rat lizard pate that is forming on the floor around here. Looks like all you need is a few crackers and you're going to have a lovely dinner. You smear this rat lizard across the floor.
They're doing it wrong. You've got to take the intestines out first.
It's unfortunate they've run into 2 guys who just like smash. Like there's no finesse. They're not going to be kebabbed or skewered. It's just splat splat, whack-a-mole style.
Okay.
No, they're not
so,
avocados.
what is going to be your next action then?
I think that Harrison can probably take the one that's in his square. So, and the other 3 are going to move into the square that we're in at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I will try and engage with them when they come in.
Yeah. So do you want to engage rat lizard, the pink rat lizard or the brown rat lizard? And we all know where the brown rat lizard's been.
Yeah, I guess I'll go for the brown rat lizard.
Okay.
Save all the organics from it.
Okay. So you will need to move your token to just beyond the brown rat lizard so that his action occurs before you and then you engage him. So your engaging takes longer, but it's triggered by something else. So you're delaying slightly.
That's cool.
Cool. Okay. Then it's rat lizard 6. Rat lizard 6 is going to move into this zone here. Bop. And then its next action is going to be to engage Karush. The big shiny thing needs to be bitten. And this rat lizard is going to move in here, and it's going to. Oh no, sorry, wrong rat lizard. What am I doing? This one's moving into here, and it's going to engage Harrison as its next action. Okay. So then we move around, and we get to Jefflon. You readied your weapon? You're shooting?
Yeah. Maria is out of the shirt holster.
Nice.
And I am going to shoot. This is a bad time to admit I'm colorblind. I'm going to shoot the rat lizard near Karush.
Okay. Yep.
And so it's an accurate weapon, which gives me an extra dice, right?
Yep.
At what stage? So I have a guile of 4 and an observe of 1.
Okay, so guile 4 is the number of dice you're going to roll.
Yeah.
Because you're accurate, you get another one, so that's 5 dice. And your observe is?
I've got 10 plus.
Okay, 10 plus. There you go. So you're rolling 5 dice, and you need 10s or more on them.
I got Dodeca. So I got 2 12s and a 10.
Oh, wow. So you got 3 from the numbers, and you got a double, so that's 4.
Double Dodeca.
Okay, double Dodeca. Wow!
Double Dodeca.
So 4 is 3 more than you needed.
Great.
So you add those 3 onto your weapon strength.
It's weapon strength 6, so it's now weapon strength 9.
Yep. So you roll 9 dice.
Roll 9.
And you're trying to beat the monster's toughness, which is 5 plus.
Great. I got 3
Wow,
12s.
triple Dodeca.
Double Dodeca.
Dodeca!
And a double 8.
And a double 8 as well.
Oh, blimey.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
So 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 damage.
Yeah. Now I imagine
Okay.
I'm firing like the kind of person who's only really ever held a gun as like to threaten someone. So it's like it's mainly ricochets hitting things.
Is it bouncing off? It's like so good. It goes ding, ding, ding,
yeah,
ding,
it's
ding.
the best trick shot you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So rat lizard 6. Oh, that's conveniently one that has been drained of all vitality. So your bullet ricochets off of the ceiling, the wall, and a pipe just behind Karush flies between Karush's legs and goes straight between the rat lizard's eyes, and it hits the floor dead.
The will of the ancients, baby.
That was pretty awesome. Cool. Okay, so that rat lizard ran into its death. Okay, so Jefflon, what do you want your next action to be? What do you think? You're going to shoot again, Josh?
Oh, sorry. I was.
It's all right.
I forgot that was my name. I was like, no, I'm Josh. Yes. That worked so well the last time. I'm just gonna shoot again.
Okay, so
that
move.
moves me,
3
3s?
rounds.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 1.
Cool. Okay, Karush. You readied a weapon, didn't you?
I'm going to cut the head off the one that Jefflon just shot
Okay.
and tie it to the outside of my armor by its tail.
Okay, we'll say that's a 3 count. That's okay.
I'm not gonna get
Maybe,
any
that
of
might
the
be a
others.
that might be a complex interaction, but we'll say it's a 3 because you're like so skilled at removing rat lizard heads. Yeah, and there's already a hook ready for it to go on, next to a lot of the others.
Such a creepy kid.
That's cool. Excellent. Right,
We touch that
Grimjaw.
rat lizard. That's my dinner.
Grimjoy, you were moving to engage.
Yep.
And the Rattler's head got blown off.
Oh, right. So I'll turn around. Let's have a look at the map. So there's 2 near Harrison and 1 coming in. But I can see that ED looks like he's ready to get in on that one. So I will instead. I was going to engage, but instead I'm going to move to back up Harrison.
Okay, cool. So you're going to move into that zone.
Yeah, so that's 2, 3, 4, 4.
4.
2, 3, 4. There we go.
Cool. Okay. So then we move round. So Rattler's at 2 is going to attack Harrison. 3 dice, 10 plus. Let's rock. No one giving a GM reroll? No?
Please don't.
I got an 11. Ha-ha! So that's 1 success. So I got just enough to hit you. So I've got a strength 7 weapon. And what's your toughness?
9.
Oh, that's good. Here we go. 2 points of damage to your vitality. Okay, and it's like claws you, and it's like it kind of backs off. It's kind of getting ready for another attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Been locked in a shed for a long time. Right, but Harrison, revenge, which you're continually seeking, is yours.
Harrison levers back its muzzle just enough to slide that vibro blade into its sternum and then just start sawing his way up.
Wasting all the good bits.
I got
Josh, you've got 2 rerolls at the minute. Martin, you've got 1. Pete, you just got 1 as well.
Oh,
I've got 5 training dice, and my prowess is 2, so I'm looking for a 9.
And Aaron's got 1, and James has got 1 too.
I got
Thanks, Anamichi.
I got a 2.
Anamichi, thank you.
Yep.
A 2, 3 3s, and a 12.
Oh,
1 success. Dodeca.
1 success with 2 from your triple. So that's 3 successes.
3 successes, and my damage with my vibro blade is 10. So
That goes
I
up
get
to
a
12.
12.
Yep.
All right.
And you're looking for 5 plus.
I got 4 successes on the first 6 and 3 successes on the second 6. So 7 successes in total.
So you reach over and one like gauntleted hand clasp its face, and you start going, but it's still going, and its back leg is still trying to claw you. So what is your next action going to be?
Well, as I spit in its eye, I'm going to stab it again.
Sing into its face.
An embrace of death. Okay, so Rattler's 4 has moved into that zone, and its next action was to engage with Harrison. So it's now getting in there. As you're hanging on to this one and you've got it jabbed, you notice another Rattler's coming over. This one looks like a female. Maybe you've got its mated male. You're not sure. You can't really tell with these things. They're disgusting. But you're like, yeah, look what I'm doing to this one. And it's going to attack you with its next action. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, look at that. Harrison sandwiched between 2 rattlers. Awesome. Okay, cool. So we go around to the next zone, and the runt of the litter, Rat Lizard 5.
That's a poor choice.
It's going to move a zone, but I'm going to make a composure roll for it because it's just seen its whole family be butchered by you guys. So if I fail this composure roll, hang on, I just need to get the stats up for, I just can't remember. It's, okay, where are we? Find this, not that one. That's the Necro Monkey. Here we go. Right, it's got a psyche of 2 and no composure. So it needs 11 plus on 2 dice. Here we go. It fails. So it's still moving a zone, but it's moving a zone in the other direction, into the darkness beyond. Now, who has got, not Harrison, because you're slightly further away, but who has got in that zone a light? Has anyone got a large light?
Yeah, I've got a large light on my chest.
Okay. So I'm just trying to remember exactly how far the large... It's funny, you write all these rules and then... Oh, there you go. Strong light in your zone and adjacent zone. But that one's not adjacent. But dim light 2 zones away. So that's 2 zones away. So you've got dim light. So you can see into that little area. You can see that creature. But if anyone were to shoot that creature, they would need to get an extra success base difficulty to hit. So they need to roll 2 successes to hit. Okay, cool. So he's moved. Here, his next action is he's going to run away. So he's going to try and 1, 2, 3, 4 run away. Ed to 10.
Well, I can't engage anything because there's nothing there anymore.
No. You were all teed up for a fight and he turned tail and ran.
Yeah. I mean, I do have like a laser ranged like pistol. I could shoot it just out of spite, but that seems harsh. I'm going to go help Harrison. So I'm going to once again charge because I need to move as well. And
charge is only if you're in the same zone. That's to do engage and hit.
Well, then I'm going to move to next to Harrison to try and help.
Okay.
With that combat going on over there. So moving is 4.
Yep.
Whew. There we go.
Cool. Okay, and we move the hand round. And next it's Jefflon. You can see this rat lizard is like running off down the thing. The Harrison is like got his lightsaber out and he's stabbing up some rat lizards over there. He looks fine. There's like a series of, like a wall of meat and muscle and metal between you and those rat lizards. Yeah, you can see a clear line on.
I'm petty. I'm going to shoot the one that's running away.
Cool.
Yeah.
Excellent. I could shoot him in the back.
Yeah. It's like that time we went on safari. I got an 11 and a 10.
And 2 5s.
And 2 5s. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
2 5s, yeah.
Now, so as I said, he's in dim light. So you need to get 2 successes to him. And you got 1, 2, 3. So you got 1 more than you needed. So you add 1 to your weapon strength.
Okay. Let me just type that in. Sorry. Whoop. I'm using roll 20. So 1 to my weapon strength, which is 6, 7. I got an 11, a 10, and an 11 and a 10. I got 2 1s as well.
You got 3 pairs.
Perfect.
So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage.
Great.
On number 6.
These weapons of the ancients
number 5.
are a bit good.
Yeah. So you just turn and you're like, and you blow that mother away.
I'd like to think that actually I go like, Harrison, you okay? And the gun goes off.
Brilliant.
Yeah, you just drop it and it fires on the floor. Like, oh, whoops.
so skilled that even absent-mindedly he murders everyone around him. Okay, rat lizard 5, or the brown rat lizard, the lake of shit rat lizard is dead. Cool. So Jefflon, what's going to be your next action?
Do I have to reload at any time?
You didn't get. Did you swap out has it got ammo on it?
No. That could be a failing on my part.
Yeah, all ranged weapons have ammo on them.
So
here you go. When an attack with this weapon results in a critical, you must roll against this value. Use a number of dice equal to 12 minus the weapon's strength. So we've just rolled doubles here, so this is a good opportunity for this. Mm-hmm. So your weapon strength is 6, is that right?
Yep.
So roll 6 dice. And you need to roll a 10 or more.
Great. Okay, I got a Dodeca. And
Hey, cool. Okay, now if you'd failed that roll, that would have meant you'd run out of ammo,
Okay.
and you'd need to like discover other weapons to make another ammo roll to like re-ammo up, or between adventures you can just rearm your weapons.
Sure.
But you passed your roll, so you're okay. You haven't run out of ammo.
Great. Well, then, I mean, if it ain't broke, I'm just gonna keep blasting.
Okay, cool. Cool. So that's another three round.
Right?
Yep.
1, 2.
Perfect. You've got a crack shot.
And I go behind the other player.
I'll pop you around there. There you go.
Thanks so much.
That's all right. Ed and Jeff. Cool. Karush.
So I've just filleted up that rat. I am. Are there any more intact rats on the floor?
Sort of like dead ones that have been dead for a while.
No,
like
ones
in the corner
that are dead that haven't been utterly crushed.
Yeah,
there's the one that was running away. So I'm going to move a zone over to go and get that one.
Yeah, in the corridor.
Take a look in the dark tunnel.
Okay. Okay. Right. So that'll be a 4 count. Excellent. Right. Let's move around. Grimjaw, I believe you're going to move into the zone with Harrison.
Sort of turn around after seeing Jefflon kill another one. Is like, by the ancients, he's the ancient of war. And then, and then I will move into the zone with Harrison. And
then what's your next action going to be?
I'm going to. Can I, in any way, intercede between them hitting him?
You can. You can distract. I don't have it in my little handy book here because this is the unfinished book, but it's in the PDF. There is a distract.
Make a might or manipulate roll, and its difficulty equals the range to the target, and on a success, the next attack has its difficulty increased by 1. So I would like to distract the rat. One of the rats, probably the one he's not currently stabbing.
The purple one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're going to distract the purple rat.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So that's speed.
If you move around 3.
It's 3.
Oh, was it? It
says 2 in the PDF.
Okay, cool. Read the entry out. Sorry, I can't remember exactly the rule.
It made that you're unable to attack, so do damage or want to aid someone being attacked by an enemy. You shout, throw things, or wave your weapon at the target. Make a might or manipulate roll. The difficulty equals to the range to the target. On a success, the next attack has its difficulty increased by 1, and it says distract speed 2 in brackets.
Okay, right. So yeah, so move 2. Once you get there, you can then make your roll to distract and apply that penalty.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Right. So here we go. The hand-to-hand combat zone. We've got Rat Lizard 2 that's currently being sawn in half by Harrison. It's going to claw at you with its back legs. It's like trying to rip at your groins. Here we go. Right, 3 dice, and I need 10s or more. Oh, I got a reroll, haven't I? Should I save that for a peril roll? No, let's reroll. Come on, Harrison. Here we go. You got to work for your revenge.
I hear you.
Oh, I failed. No hits. And its next action will be try to hit you again. I mean, it's gone into just feral. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Harrison, over to you.
So I keep just shoving this vibro blade into this thing's guts and just poking around for its heart. So that's 5 training dice, target number 9. I got 2 successes, no doubles.
Okay, cool. So you succeed. And add 1 to your weapon strength. So I think that's 11 now.
It's actually supposed to be 12 because I forgot my vibroblade is energy. So the base damage of it is 10 because it's powerful and energy. So.
Okay. But one of your successes is to hit. And then the other one is extra damage.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. 11 dice. You're correct.
Yeah.
6, 1, 2, 3. Four successes. Four points of damage.
4 points of damage. Okay, right. You bisect this creature, and like you find its heart. Its intestines fall out neatly in a small package, but you find its heart and you like chop it out. You don't cut it in half. You chop the heart out and then tear the body in half, and it kind of sloughs onto the floor in two kind of.
Harrison turns his head, looks at the other one, and just flings the carcass over towards the weird kid.
Whole carcass or which half?
The top half, the half that I was holding on to.
Bottom half's got tasty organs.
Fair. That is fair.
Okay. What an interesting party we have. Right. So, Harrison, what's going to be your next action? Remember, the other rat lizard has engaged you.
Okay.
It's about to hit you, isn't it?
Yep. So he's engaged me, so I will just hit him my next turn. So.
Cool. Awesome. Okay. So now it's that rat lizard, the purple rat lizard, the last rat lizard, who's enraged and is going to attack you. Here we go. I rolled an 11. Yay! So I hit you. Right, strength 7, toughness 9.
Toughness 9.
Oh, that's pretty good though. Toughness 9. Oh, 2 points of damage. 2 9s. Oh no, that's 3 points of damage.
Right.
I am tempted to remove. Oh, sorry, go on.
I said Harrison's looking a little beat up, but he's still okay.
This one is like clawed you, and its blood is on its claw, and it licks it off.
You're next.
If this rat lizard were a PC, it would have the same seek as you. It seeks revenge, and its next action is going to be attack you again. It's a fight to the death. Right, so we roll round to the next zone. So Ed 210. You were going to move over there, were you?
Move next to the rat. So that's my thing. So I'll do that. Boop. And then I'm trying to think whether Grimjaw or Harrison will act before I do,
because you still need to engage it in the zone. So you could charge it. That would put you on 12.
Yeah, but Harrison's going to hit it before I'll get a chance to.
This one has not been hurt.
I think he'll kill it.
Well, one thing you would know is he can't kill in one attack.
Then I will, I'll bull rush from the one end to just run straight with this door over my head, and I'll charge it onto 12.
Cool.
I'll just run like, I will kill the rat. Hopefully you haven't killed it by the time I get there, because otherwise I'm going to hit someone.
I think Jefflon's about to shoot it through the skull. So
I know it looks going to run out at some point. Yes, I would like to shoot the rat. And I will go 1, 2, 3 there. So same again. It's 5 dice, isn't it?
So we don't move you yet because you're you're completing your action on this this one. Okay. So you are shooting, but so roll your shot, and then we can see what you want to do after.
Which is roll 5. Perfect. Only 1 success.
Just the one. Okay, so you hit. So it's your weapon damage, weapon strength, which is 6.
Yeah. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Is it 5?
It's 5 plus, yeah. So 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage.
Okay. So how does Jefflon? It's not dead. How does
like the
Jefflon
hands like that? Be like, guys, it's over there. Jesus.
And this rattlers is like scrapes past it. It's like.
Yeah, how are there still bullets in this thing?
And what's your next action going to be?
Save again if it ain't broke.
Sure.
So that puts me there, right?
Yep. Right, Grimjaw.
All right, so I'm distracting. So I'm gonna like grab a greasy wrench out of my pocket and throw it at this rat lizard. Like, get your stinking, filthy, disgusting claws off him! And then I will roll might.
Damn dirty rat.
Lizard.
I'm going to use my reroll. Thank you very much for that reroll. To get no successes on that one.
Don't forget, you can use a point of vitality to get your last success that you need. You also have 2 points of luck that you can burn a point of luck to reroll any of the dice you just rolled, keeping your successes and rerolling the others.
True. You got 2 successes on that one.
Okay, cool. So you needed 1.
The difficulty is the range. I assume the range is 1.
Yeah,
Yeah. So yes, I got a success. I got 2 successes.
Cool. Okay, so it now increases the difficulty of its attack by 1.
Yeah, so it has to get
Harrison.
It
has to get two
dice. Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you, sir. You're a scholar and a gentleman.
And what's your next action going to be?
I think now that I've made its life a bit harder and there's multiple people here, I'm gonna engage. Like move to engage it now.
Okay, so move up to 9.
Yeah.
Okay. Karush, you were going to move into that zone, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
Okay, so if you move over there and you want to have a look in the dimly lit hole.
I do.
Okay, cool. Right, please make an observe roll. This will be difficulty 2 because it's dimly lit.
One success, but I shall spend a point of vitality to get the other success.
Okay, cool. So you succeed and you peer through and you're used to the dark and you kind of look a bit further and you can see that this corridor goes down. It sort of wends down into a sort of weird cave. It looks like asteroid rock here. Part of the ship has squashed down some old mining asteroid that was captured by this part of the vessel a million years ago, and it's like squashed it down, and you can see kind of a cave-like set of like tunnels leading away, and you can smell rat lizards like coming through from this area.
I shall whistle over to the others. Obviously, they don't speak the whistle language of my people, but I don't know that. So I shall whistle over that there's good eating down in the caves.
And that's what you're whistling that?
Yeah.
Okay. You hear a distant whistle from the tunnels.
Choo choo.
Saying,
hype train.
Who goes there? And this sounds like someone who knows your whistle language, but it's not their first language.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
cool.
a pigeon whistle.
Yeah. It's got a heavy cough accent on top. The coughers from down the road. Cool. Karush, what are you going to be doing next? Or should we? I feel we're going to slide out of combat rounds very soon.
Yeah. Well, I will. I'm going to move a further zone into the entrance to the tunnel.
Okay. There. Do you have your own light source?
I do.
Okay.
I have a small light.
Okay, so you'll
which
light
is
that
probably
area
bugs
up
in a jar.
Yeah, that's cool. I kind of pull it out on a little stick. That's cool. Okay.
So that's me moving one zone.
Okie doke. Right. Grimjaw, you've just engaged this creature. So you step forward. Now there's you can see two Teds running across the room with the big door in his hand. And you step up. Harrison's there, a vibro blade in hand. What do you want your next action to be?
Well, I can see that it's going to get pasted soon, I will ready an attack in case by some miracle he doesn't die.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just gonna be like, looks like, and then just lift up, and then. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
That's
Cool.
me done.
Okay, let me move into the close combat zone. And Harrison, look at he's getting ready. He's like, oh yeah. Oh.
Harrison whips his vibro blade around to slice that thing's head off and gets no successes.
Ooh.
So
Luck point.
I will use my re-roll before I use my luck.
Good idea.
Smoke him if you got him.
Triple Dodeca.
Whoa!
Oh.
So 3 12s, that's 5 successes.
And a 10.
So 6 successes.
So +5 damage.
That's 5 damage. Okay, so 15. D12.
Needs more Deca.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Put them into 12 pieces.
Do we win the campaign if we roll 12 dice and get 12 12s?
Yeah.
The universe folds in on itself.
9 damage.
So you finally slice this rat lizard into several hors d'oeuvres for your next meal. You're like enraged by these creatures. You absolutely destroy it, and all the rat lizards are now dead.
Nice.
There we go. So that is the end of combat, which hopefully
Sorry.
you guys enjoyed.
Yeah, it was good.
It's fun. That was good fun.
Cool. Okay.
Harrison's holding his side. He goes, Grimhulk, what the hell is that kid whistling about?
I don't know. I need to go.
In the
Two
middle of them
quick-
talking, I slam a door into the ground like, "Hurrah!" And just like dust and metal
Fine
shards everywhere.
Paste. I want to know what it's whistling about. I want to know what the hell that thing that came from beyond was that you seem to do something about. Boy, what did you do?
I'll look back at him and go, shh, and then look down the tunnel and whistle again. And I'm going to use the hunting whistles of my people to say, our hunter seeks food. Do you claim this kill? Since that's the closest you're going to get.
You hear you all hear like Chris like going shh, you're all like startled that this little crazy child is shushing this band of badass motherfuckers. You know, you've just brutalized all these rat lizards. But you hear a returning whistle, all of you, from the corridor further on, this cave network beyond. And Kurish, the whistle says to you, I farm these caves.
Anyone else here, Echo?
I put my axe away and then turn to the rest of them and say, another hunter claimed this cave.
Well,
Kid, I couldn't care less who claims this cave, but if you're going to start your weird hoodoo bullshit around me again, at least warn me. That shit ain't right.
What
Yeah, what is with that, dude? You got some sort of disco ball about your person? Some sort of laser beam?
It's all them
track?
projectors.
I'm gonna like move over to Jefflon and sort of like hug him in a great big oily hug, like yes, yes, and I lift you up. Yes, the ancient one of war is here. The ancient one of war to save us.
I will pay $8,000 for the first man to kill this person.
What is $1?
Ancestor, your skill was
I
great.
look at,
How are you going to save us?
Oh well, savings, right? Yeah, that's my specialty. Okay, let's have a blue skies thinking, brainstorming session. All right.
No more storms in brain.
Yeah, what the kid said.
Love the energy. Love the energy. Right, here we go. Okay.
I have never seen this sky.
Guys, you're killing me here. You're killing me. What do we want to do? We want to accrue capital, right? We want to accrue capital and we want to rise. That's our main thing. That's what we want. We want to accrue capital and we want to put pressure on people.
Yes.
We want to rise. That's where we're going, right?
We need to go up.
Right.
That is right. That is
That's
right.
right.
We need to find the elevator. We need to find the elevator. We need to get that and go up.
That's right. We do need to
Become the
rise
capital
for my
crew.
vengeance.
He knows.
Everyone apart from Jefflon, make a law roll.
Oral.
Yeah.
Ooh.
No. Education. Okay.
Or street.
Or street.
Yeah.
Success.
That's
2
right.
dice. Yeah.
Aaron, are you rolling with 1 die there?
Well, on street, I get to roll 3 die, but
Okay.
I got to get better than an 11 or better. And yeah, that's a big 0 successes for me.
Okay.
What is street?
So who got successes?
I did. On law.
Okay. You've heard rumors of this elevator. You know that there are 4 distinct other clans, groups in the area, sort of beyond where you are. You thought the only way out of here was just behind you, before the vault of the ancestor. It's kind of a T-junction. You could have gone another direction. But you knew you wanted to go to the vault of the ancestor. Now you've found this hole in the wall, in this kind of cave network. This seems to ring true of kind of a kind of hunting ratkin clan that were in this area. You're not sure. You've also heard talk of fungus people, and the fishing clan.
Fishing clan are asshole.
Why are you talking fish?
I mean, we could go.
Is
fishing as like a
Ratman
junkie.
in caves? Space caves from outside come inside. Is Ratman inside claim caves? He is hunter. Farm rats.
I got that bit. The other bit I didn't understand.
Caves from space rock make outside come inside.
You'll hear a noise from the corridor beyond Karush, and there is some light that kind of flickers around, sort of beyond. You can see some illumination, and there's a whistle. And Karush, the whistle says to you, "No weapons. We talk."
He says, "No weapon, we talk." Who is good talk man? You
I'm
are
gonna
good talk man.
Ancient one.
I'm gonna look at the robot man. You no, it's clearly me, right? That's the one thing I do. Oh, I'm so sorry. This thing.
So I shall whistle back. Show respect to the ancient one.
Well, right. While you talk, Ancient One, I'm going to go harvest your soul machine and head over to the cryo chambers.
Okay, and as you're kind of standing there, you hear this kind of scratching noise and some feet, booted feet on loose soil and ground, and kind of coming up through the cave. And you can see now a figure kind of wearing long kind of coat, kind of cape kind of thing, it kind of almost cone-like, kind of fanning out from his body, with a strange long sort of hat with kind of bric-a-brac kind of attached to it, bits and bobs, bones, cogs, little tools and things all over it, like some kind of walking, shuffling mound almost. When as it gets even closer, the kind of head looks up and you can see underneath a man who looks kind of grizzled, gaunt, living on the edge of malnutrition and thirst. And the cape, you kind of part slightly. You can see it's held together by bones and ribs, and it is actually kind of fanned out kind of cone structure. But inside there's this scrawny little dude in kind of armor, and you get Harrison, you see the kind of flash of a weapon in there maybe, but because of this kind of almost like wearing a tent, you can't really see what's going on inside. And it kind of stands at the entranceway, and he says, I want no trouble. I want no trouble. I'm Ratkin. Are you from the Lake of Shit?
I'm from past Lake of Shit. These are mans from outside.
Some punters?
They go from other level. And
It
behold,
looks over at Jefflon.
ancient one.
No. He must go back in. He must go back in. He kind of steps forward into the room. And you can hear clank of objects and stuff under this kind of cone dress tent thing. It's a kind of scuffles forward.
We tried that. That was my first move. Like I don't want to be here any more than you. What's your name?
Grub.
Grub. I got just.
I'm gonna reach into my traveler kit. I'm gonna pull out my rations. And
Is it like a Baby Ruth candy bar?
Yeah, nondescript Baby Ruth candy bar. Yeah.
Break it. You hungry, Grub? Because I could eat. I better sleep a while.
I am always hungry.
Grub. Well, men of a like-minded. And I'm gonna pass him a little bit of.
This little hand kind of comes. This scrawny, long-fingered hand comes out from between the tent and like takes it and shuffles it back in. You see it pop up.
I can't see him being played as anyone other than the guy from Stargate now that they give the chocolate bar to. Bunny Wayne.
It eats half of it, and then you hear it kind of wrapped up and like kind of stashed away somewhere.
So, Grub, Kuroshika tells me you're a farmer.
I farm the rats.
Good.
I farm them for their dung. I farm them for their meat, and I farm them for their tails.
I like you. I like a kid with initiative, right?
The fungus folk want the droppings. They are strange people. Do not stay there too long. If you go to their village, it will grow on you.
I am going to turn to Harrison. Are you writing this down? Because none of this is making sense to me.
You are
ancestor.
You are the ancient one. Who did this boiling, this thing here awaken you? Are you? And looks at Karush. It is you. No, and he turns and starts to run out of the room.
I mean, I think that went well.
And you hear him kind of running. He's coming! Kind of running into the corridor, into the caves.
Karush, I got to admit, I've got the same reaction whenever I see you. It takes everything I can just to stay still around you, you creepy little kid.
What? Kurush don't do bad things. Kurush has great purpose.
You tear open holes in the sky and summon things to eat other things.
And Kurush will be one who close Great Hall.
Just before this guy gets any further, we're not shooting him. That's not on the cards.
Did he say close the hole?
You can shoot if you wish. You are ancient one. You say law speak.
Harrison, he said close the hole.
Yeah. So he thinks he can open them, thinks he can close them. Maybe between him and the ancient one, they can finally fix this mess.
Kurush is for close hole.
Regardless, we got to get up level. I've got some killing to do, and we got to get this ancient and this kid someplace where they can save us all.
Yes, Kurush will save. Ancient will fly, Kurush will save.
Ancient, it's all riding on you. We're waiting to see you fly.
Absolutely. I've been hiding this whole time.
Amazing.
All right. And I'm going to walk in the wrong direction.
Am I able to take the power cores out of these cryo chambers?
Yeah. Let's have a roll from you. Let's have an observe roll from you as well.
Observe. Great observe. We'll try. I've got one success. One success at observe. I
Okay.
need more than one.
With all this chat going on, when you get over there, you can see that scrawled on one of the tubes, and all this. Remember, there's kind of a bit of writing and stuff, and the odds and sods. You can see a bit of kind of graffiti across the thing, saying, "The Whole Maker will raise them."
Maker will raise them.
It probably mean nothing. It's not important.
The Whole Maker will raise. Harrison, remember the Whole Maker will raise them. It's graffitied on the back of here.
Doesn't mean anything to me. How about you, ED210? You've been around longer than we have.
Yeah, and given I probably have some innate memories of the things beyond since they made me. Can I make like a lore roll? See if I.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
I'm assuming it would be lore.
Yeah, it sounds like a lore roll. And Martin, while they're at it, make a. I suppose it's just tech because you're just removing batteries, really, aren't you? Rather than fixing anything.
I genuinely can't believe it, but I've got education 2 and no points in law, and I just rolled 2 12s.
Oh, Dodeca!
3 successes.
Okay. Some distant recess of your memory banks remembers that when your subunit massacred a village of 1,000 odd, peasants, grubbers, sumpers, these kind of lowest of the low, living off sewage, that some of them referred to the Whole Maker or Whole Makers as not aliens from beyond, but some people within the society or the community who had what your people would deem as psionic capabilities.
And we were sent to kill.
Don't know any of those.
I love the some of the pictures going on in the backgrounds here. We've got the pile of bones behind Ben, and we've got the cryo tanks behind Josh. Fantastic. Okay, so Grimjaw, how did your tech roll go?
I got 4 successes.
Oh wow! Okay, yeah. So you managed to remove 2 power cells from those, and I'll say because you rolled so well, you can use those to, if you have any energy ranged weapons that fail an ammo roll, you can use one of those to roll an ammo roll again.
Sweet.
They can also be used to power up dead machines,
Like lifts.
like elevators, perhaps.
Ooh. Oh, I noted that down. Thank you. I'm just sort of like drag both these things out and be like, I'm just lifting up like, right, I've got the power cells, and shove them in my bags.
Good job, Grimjaw. Those will come in handy.
So from your current position, there are 3 ways you can go. You can go back to the lake of shit.
No.
Just before the lake of shit, but backwards. There's a tunnel that leads down that you think heads down towards the fishing clan, or the cave chambers ahead, which you've met Grub from the Ratkin.
He does not seem all that steady.
And that's saying something coming from you, Crush. So, you know the area, fishing village or Ratkin.
Fishing village are assholes, but this cave goes down.
Let's go up. Like the
Lake of
ancestors.
shit goes across, so maybe fishing village and up.
All right, kid. Harrison, pull.
You have to talk to fishing village because they are asshole.
Right. Well, we've got an ancestor with us now. He can talk. He can talk to them.
Yes,
he can
yes.
spread the word.
Ancestor, you speak fish?
Glub glub.
See? I'm going to cut open one of the rat lizards and pull out its liver and offer it to the ancient one.
This is like an entree. Is it?
Yes, it's warm. It's good, still warm.
Take a and be like, kid, I grew up in Bayside. This is good eats.
Okay, so you're going to backtrack slightly and head down the corridors towards the fishing clan. As you head through that way,
Harrison's he's on full patrol mode, so he's got his
Okay.
heavy jet pistol out and he's ready because he doesn't trust this
Okay,
kid
cool.
or anyone.
So who's
Except
at the
for-
front? Is Harrison at the front?
Probably.
Um,
I don't know. My observe is I've got 4 dice and better than an 8.
Imagine it probably like Harrison leading, but like right behind Harrison is ED, just like
Oh,
ready
yeah.
to.
I just think that I'm a big chunk of metal, so I can't see anything, but I get in the way of stuff.
No, it might be
Uh,
good. Yeah, like
yeah.
ED right in front, and then Harrison back on his right right flank, just kind of.
Because if I don't see it and I walk into it, it's
I'm
gonna
gonna make
fall
sure
over.
I'm between the creepy child and Harrison at all times.
Thank you.
I'm going to
watching
talk to the ancient.
Yeah.
Just utter shit, but I'm going to talk to the ancient one.
I'm imagining the conversation be like, so who are the main stakeholders here? And you just going off with like,
I have no stake, only Ratkin.
interesting, yeah.
Yes, you hold stake for to kill. Steak made of wood very rare. You find wood sometimes with fish people, sometimes with fungus people, but fungus people wood is not good, is soft wood.
All right. I have a tiny little notebook where I'm like keeping a tally. So we can trade rat shit for wood. Is that on the cards?
No. You trade rat shit for drugs.
Okay. Circling.
Fungus man.
Drugs written really big. Are you going to gather some rat shit before you leave the chamber? There's plenty on the floor here. You could gather a sack of rat shit if you want.
I've got a small container. I guess I could just.
Yeah. In my
Yeah.
travel kit, I do have a large container. So yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
A
like a
lot.
rucksack. That's
Yeah.
like
Rucksack rat shit.
Well, we're very potentially going to meet people who would want this. I think it would be, it would be wise and definitely not into the drugs at all. No, but we could use a bag of persuasion.
I think in that case, I'll just gather some like rat giblets, lizard rat giblets up just for like cooking later.
Okay, cool. So you're going to have sort of rations.
Yeah.
You gather rations from rat rations. So
Rations.
Yes.
Actions.
And you start to head down these corridors. Let's have observe rolls from our front two.
Okie dokie.
And Karush, can we have a weird roll from you as well, please?
Frickin' lootly. You want weird? I'll give you weird.
Please no,
What?
if you've given us weird enough.
I'm not even started.
My peril can't take any more of this.
Bother
Last
you.
point.
Weird.
Oh, weird. Okay,
I mean, it's a 12, but
sure.
Good word.
I got a single success on the observe.
Okay, James.
I'm trying to roll on.
you need slash roll 3d12.
7, 12, 11. I needed a 10 plus, so 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay, so as you start to make your way down these corridors, you can see that these are kind of old sections of vessels, all kind of crushed together. This whole area is kind of compacted of many structures, asteroids, and it's kind of weird hodgepodge where you'll come across rooms and chambers that make sense together, the same architecture, the same kind of interior. And then suddenly there'll be like a natural cavern where an asteroid has been ground through part of that old structure and a crack has opened up and they come through into a different structure. So you're kind of seeing like different parts and different pieces of history all kind of smushed in together. And it's kind of like you go through a series of rooms where they're very bare. You can see maybe rat lizards have been dwelling in them, or maybe ratkin with their little herds of pet rat lizards. But you kind of make your way through a series of kind of dark, dusty chambers. At the edges of your light, you can kind of hear noises of creatures moving. You think maybe even at one point that people and not just rat lizards, but they're off in the darkness away from you and not openly attacking you. And you come through this series of chambers again into this kind of natural looking cavern, which looks very much like the one you saw in the Vault of the Ancestor. And this looks like asteroid interior here. It's got this kind of strange pockmarked, irradiated surface looking of the material. And up ahead, you can see that there is it opens into a room, like two walls of a once square room now open to this kind of cavern. And there is a doorway which is open, and there's light coming out of the doorway up ahead, like a dim light as you approach.
Is this the Fisher people?
You've heard that the Fisher people are in this area, probably maybe a little bit further away. You thought you've heard tell of these great cylinders that they fish in, and this doesn't look like that. These just look like boxy little rooms.
Maybe not fish people, because fish people have big water, not like Lake of Shit. Lake of Shit only have mudkip, but
Right,
can eat mudkip when other food not there. It has sad face.
You say fish people. Do you mean like fish people or fish people?
Oh, people who do make fish, not people who am fish.
Oh, okay.
People who am fish on other side of ship.
Oh, so they and
This fish man, that way.
and
This fish man,
while we here,
this way.
kilo for kilo, is their shit worth anything?
Don't know about fish shit.
Okay, we'll put it in the maybe pile. Okay.
Okay, so as you're progressing down the corridor, Harrison and Ed 210, please make observe rolls.
Again.
Yes, and this
Okay.
is because as you're walking down the corridor, some hazard is in the corridor awaiting you.
Oh, did I get anything with that weird roll?
How many successes did you get?
I only got the one.
Not hugely. You've got a kind of prevailing kind of wind of kind of strangeness going on in the area, sort of really
that could
far
be
ahead of
me.
you. You think there's some sort of other power source like yourself somewhere nearby, but not nearby, sort of, in this city block kind of.
Josh, has Jeff Long got a tie on?
Yeah, he would have a tie on, yeah.
Okay, I need to fabricate myself a tie then out of bits of old fabric.
Rat tail.
Rat tail.
Yeah. So,
Harrison got 3.
3. Okay. And Ed 210?
Nothing.
Okay. So you guys are walking down the corridor and you step on pressure plates set up in the corridor, and darts fly out towards you. Now, that observe roll you just made reduces the strength of this hazard.
Or not.
Unfortunately, yeah, or not. So this is a dart trap. So it's not a very strong one. It's a strength 4 hazard. So Aaron, you've actually reduced that down to 1. And James, it's still going to be strength 4. So I'm going to roll 1 die against Aaron's evasion.
Which is 11.
Oh! I rolled a 10. Look at that. So close. So you're like, you kind of see it, but you're just late and you step on it, but you're aware, so you kind of dodge, and the dart flies past you.
And it hits me.
And what's your and what's your evasion, Ed 210?
10.
10.
Yes.
Wow. Here we go. I've got 4 dice though. I got 1 success, so 1 point of damage.
Okay.
And you all hear this kind of and like.
I'd like to think it is purely the dart that Harrison dodged that hit me.
Sure, that's cool. That's cool. That's even better.
Sorry about that, ED.
Shock! Straight to the side of the head, like what?
Turns, pulls it out. Walk it off. You'll be fine.
It's fine.
The light in the doorway goes out.
There is a light and it never goes out, is what I was told. The old songs lie.
Looks like we may have company, gentlemen.
Is it? Can I have a look at this this pressure plate that they stood on and see if I can disarm it in some way, if it's even able to?
It looks like something that's like spring loaded. It's set up.
Yeah.
And now you get down there, you can see between the kind of old cracks in the asteroid and the kind of deck plating in the front of the room, you know, where the two things come together. Someone has got in and kind of set up this crude mechanism. You can see it kind of going now along like the edge of the wall where it's kind of hidden in the crevice. But it's effectively fired, so it's not danger anymore.
It's dead in water, this one, so don't worry about stepping on it again.
Sounds good, Grimjaw.
If anyone wants it, they can have a thrown weapon.
Sure.
Which is a dart.
Which is a pressure plate.
Pick up the plate.
It is accurate, but it is fragile.
Okay. People are right, pick that up.
I'm assuming this is the dart, not the pressure plate.
This is the dart that hit Ed 210.
Yeah.
Grimjaw kind of pulls it out to inspect it.
Cool.
Ranged weapons go off observed, don't they?
Thrown weapon. It's off
it
might.
goes off of might.
Yeah.
Oh well.
You got to really chuck it at someone to hurt them.
Pretty all right at might, actually. Well.
Although, yeah.
So
might.
Harrison turns his large light on and has his weapon up, and he's like, "We can move when everybody's ready, but I expect we're walking into trouble."
All right. I'll stand back up and get ready my wrench across my shoulders.
All right, if we're going to walk into trouble, I guess I rip a piece of metal off the side of the ship. Just
hold on. Or is it an asteroid club?
Yeah, just a giant rock. Yeah. I'm ready.
If they have dictated the times of engagement, then we change the times, right? Why would we walk into a trap? When you guys all want to die? Is that a thing here?
Oh, he is right. We should not walk because more traps. We should crawl.
We're putting that in the maybe pile.
I feel as if I run full speed, the darts will not hit me.
Well, we have found so far that you currently still have a dart sticking in your head.
Walking was the problem.
All right.
Ancestor, with your clear and obvious skills with weapons and your great power, perhaps if you lead our charge, we shall be triumphant.
Whoa. Ain't nobody said that. Nothing about leading no charge, right? So am I right in saying that we're looking at like a doorway, right?
Yeah, you're looking into the kind of corner of a room, and there's a doorway in one of the walls, and there was a light coming out of it. Now it's dark, but Harrison just turned his light on, so you can now see into the room vaguely. Right. It's like it looks like some sort of metallic interior structure in there. Oh, Ben's just dropped off, so we may have odd video bits for a moment.
Yeah, so I'm wondering, is it possible? Because I have 5 10-foot poles, extending 10-foot poles. I'm wondering if everyone just takes one and like we kind of, because obviously there's a trap in here, right? And we kind of like slide it, open the door a little, slide it, and just kind of wiggle it around, just to see, you know, if there's any tripwires in there, or if anyone.
There's not a door. It's not an actual door. It's just an empty doorway.
Okay.
So you can. Your cave has kind of come into a room, turns into a room, and there's the corner ahead of you, so you can see the inside of this room. There's a doorway in the wall. And through the door, there's another chamber, which you can't really see properly, but you think that someone's in there.
Okay. Wait. What we'll
You got to run through the door if you want to confront whoever this is.
Okay. Can I have a weatherproof garment? I'm really trying to use up the. Can I put that?
You're getting all your gear out
on the 10-foot pole and like woo it in there. Like.
Perfect. Awesome. Yeah. So like do like a ghost on a stick kind of.
Yeah. Like you know, so if someone is waiting there to fire, then we'll know where they are before we like.
That is awesome. I love this idea. So are you just stepping up on your own, or are the guys covering you?
Harrison cocks his head like a dog in utter confusion. He's like, "Ancestor, I will follow your lead." And he gets up on his right. He's covering the center of the right field of fire. He's like, "All right."
Okay, so and Jefflon kind of waggles the stick with the thing on, and you hear a voice. I don't want no trouble. Step out.
Do we know where this voice is coming from?
It's coming from in the room. You can't see them. They're obviously hiding somewhere. If you want to take a peek into the chamber.
Right. Anyone got a mirror? Anything reflective? Oh, Ed, are you reflective?
Yeah. I'm camouflage, so I imagine I've got like shiny parts and dull parts, and they kind of changing. Yeah. So
could you put like a shiny part around so we could see? Because this person is clearly like hiding on the other side. Without.
Yeah. I will kind of lean part of my carapace so you can see reflection around the corner. I've got lights as well, so I can try and make a sort of periscope, not periscope. But...
Okay, so you're going to angle your body.
Yeah, I'll probably just lean my head around the corner.
Yeah, okay. You can kind of see as you kind of step beyond. You can see into a chamber, which is actually kind of like a big corridor. There's other doors coming off of it, and ahead there is kind of a corner. You can see someone behind the corner, kind of leaning out with a gun, but it's not pointed up like that. It's kind of down. And it's a woman, and she's kind of looking right at the doorway, and she just says, "Come out. I don't want any trouble."
I, having kind of popped my head around the corner, say, "Cease hostility. Drop any weapons."
I haven't started anything, and I'm not dropping my weapon. I'm just resting here, and I'm moving on to the lake of shit. I don't want to fight with anyone, and clearly you guys are moving through in the other direction. So how about
go to lake of shit? Lake of shit bad, everyone dead.
Yes. So she's trying to see, like, okay, that's like 3 people now around there.
Totally peeking around the giant robot leg.
We're stacking up like a Scooby-Doo. Like, what?
And he's still like a ghost on a pole.
Yeah.
You got a tribal clinging onto you.
Harrison walks around the corner with his pistol up in one hand.
Yep.
Finger off the trigger. He's like, "We don't want any trouble either, man. We're just passing through."
I've had enough problems with hunters and delvers and raiders. You know, she kind of looks around as if she's expecting someone to be with her, and she says, "Never mind. It doesn't matter. Look, I've had enough trouble. I'm heading down. I'm getting away from them."
We just came from there, and it's a hellhole down there. We're headed up to the fisherman village, and then we're going to grab an elevator power it up and take it up
Oh
level.
man, you're gonna have to talk to the fungus people.
Gotta do what we gotta do to get up level. You're welcome to tag along if you want.
No, I don't want to hang around there any longer than I have to. I'll start growing mold.
Well, we ain't staying that long, that's for sure.
Sure. Well, look, watch out. Those fishing people, they're strange. They love their tubes. I don't know what else to say really. They're kind of odd.
Can I
Yes,
offer you
fish people are
once in a
assholes.
lifetime? Can I offer you a once in a lifetime deal here? Your weapon for this bag of rat shit, is that maybe something we could work out a large container's worth?
I mean, that is a lot of rat shit, but I'm afraid I'm
I
not
know,
giving up
right?
my gun. I'm sorry, no.
Oh, what do you got to trade? The kid here likes drugs.
I haven't got any drugs. I haven't got much of anything anymore.
Oh, well.
No, Ancient One, you will not trade for weapons this easy. You need to trade for food, drugs, and sexy time with rat shit.
Okay. Right, got it. Okay, clear. Right, well, we're learning, and I'm gonna take the ghost pole down.
Well, if you need food, the fisher guys have got like, I don't know what they are, kind of some weird mutant hybrid piranha jerky that they love. I mean, these guys worship their cylinders that they live in. I don't understand. They're odd. They're odd. So just watch out. But they're not as strange as the fungoids. They're waiting for the hole maker. I don't know. It's kind of odd. What their village is pretty intense. This, and she like looks around. This is all dull and disgusting. I mean, that place is disgusting, but it's definitely not dull.
No, well, we got the whole
She's
maker
looking
right
like-
here, and then I'm gonna produce the Glock.
Me too, buddy. Me too.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we're gonna get on just fine. Oblivious.
Look, I mean, the only thing I do have spare right now is I've got a spare rope. I'm not giving up my lights. But if you've got money, if you've got currency to trade, I got a few bits and bobs. I got too much stuff to carry. You look over and you see that she's got like 2 people's worth of stuff. And like there's a massive rucksack on the floor next to her, and she's like, I can't carry all of this stuff. So if you've got something small and valuable that you're willing to trade, then I'd be up for that, because I can't carry all his stuff as well as mine.
I have a harmonica on my person, a musical instrument. That seems like there's not a lot of those going around these days.
Ah. Interesting.
Unless you would like 4
You pull it out and you go. She's like, yeah. Well, she pulls open the rucksack, still holding one hand still on her gun. She's kind of come out now, and you can see she's wearing combat armor, which looks like sort of made up from different suits and things, patches here and there, and again looks pretty wiry, but not underfed, this person. And you can see she's got a rucksack on, and the rucksack at her feet she kind of pulls out, and inside there's a couple of ration packs, there's some rope, there's a small light which she picks up and puts in her pocket, and then there's like a camouflage clothing, and she's like, I'll trade you that for your harmonica.
Brilliant. I gotta throw in one of these extendo poles. There you go. That's for free.
Oh, wow.
You put
Thank
a
you.
garment on that, you put it around the door, you know where they are. You don't gotta walk in like these guys, huh? That's thinking. That's how we should.
I was confused.
Everyone's
I've
always
never seen that
confused.
tactic. I've never seen that tactic.
The ancient is
Right, boys, fill your boots. Ration packs, rope. I'm assuming there's going to be some sort of water crossing, maybe. Like on the team building events. And we got yeah, that looks good. Thank you very much. Camouflage clothing. Maybe we can make the kid look like a vending machine or something. I don't know.
Right. She takes the harmonica and she blows through it a few tests. And she says, this might come in handy with those whistlers. Right. Safe travels.
you as well. Be warned, we just fought off a pack of rat lizards. There may be more in the direction you're headed.
Thank you.
Be warned also, lady, that all people in Lake of Shit Village dead now.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll figure out what I'll do when I get there. I've had enough of the fungoids. You have fun with them.
Yes.
She starts. She kind of heads off. Down a different corridor, away from you, and then turning. But you can tell towards the Lake of Shit, in that direction, and you can now see that to your right, she was kind of to your left in this corridor. To your right, there's a doorway into another series of rooms where you're starting to get the scent of fish and algae and that kind of strong, that really potent scent kind of wafting in from that direction. And you can even see that like on the walls now, which are still kind of ship interior, maybe space station or some kind of structure, there are kind of really crude paintings of fish, big fish, half people, like top human, bottom fish, top fish, bottom human, some with grotesque kind of imagery attached to them, and then pictures of fish people, legs with fish heads, eating people with rat heads and tails. And this may be some beautiful diorama of an ancient war between the fish people and the ratkin. You're not sure. Maybe it's just someone's mad drawings on the walls. It looks a bit like Karusha's stuff from earlier on, but more pictorial than runic. And you kind of make your way through a series of rooms, and you can hear ahead a kind of churning noise. And Harrison and Ed 210, can we have now that you're aware of what's going on and you're in a trapped area, we're actually going to make an observe roll to see if you can spot these traps before they hit you. So this is going to be a difficulty 2 test in order to locate this trap from the 2 people at the front.
Oh, nope.
Oh,
I got 1 success, so I will spend 1 point of luck to get that second success.
1 point of vitality.
Or vitality, that is, to get that
Yeah.
second success.
Okay, cool. So Ed 210 is about to put one of his large robot feet, and you like boom, put your hand on him and he stops, and you point down at the floor and there's another one of these kind of rudimentary pressure pads, this one now built into the floor, and you can see on the wall a little crevice where you think the dart will probably come from. So it seems that maybe this lady was not the trap maker, but perhaps the fisher folk are, and they're just protecting their zone. And as you kind of spot it, you hear a voice from ahead, because no one's been making shadow rolls, so I assume you're just clomping down these corridors. You got a giant robot with you, and you hear someone from ahead say, "Glub glub."
Ancient one.
Glub, glub.
Glub, 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 glub. And we'll finish our episode there.
He's now married.
Congratulations.
Cool. Okay. Right. Well, it's probably a good place to end it before we have you guys meet up with the fisher folk in their holy cylinders. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Thank you, guys.
Oh, that was great fun. Thank you.
And hopefully you guys are getting a bit more review of Dodeca, which you can find at the link on Drive-Through RPG. Yay! So get that stuff. No, thanks, guys. That's a lot of fun, and I've been having a lot of fun drawing maps. I've got a map that I'm going to share a bit better on the Dodeca channel on our Discord. Oh, there you go. They beat me to it, Ben. Well done. And that sort of shows I'm going to highlight the different areas of the different clans and villages and things, and we're kind of using it. I'm using it loosely as like more of a narrative thing than this room to that room. Cool. Okay. So thank you everyone for watching. That was lots of fun. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Do we have anything on tonight in the American time zones? No, we don't.
No, we don't.
Matt's on vacation.
Matt's on holiday.
Yes, he's on holiday. Yeah,
currently
vacation.
In Canada, looking at the biggest mooses,
giant mises, or whatever they're called. Yes. So tomorrow we have Once Upon a Time in the Old World, and Aaron will be back as Hagen with Hammerzite. And I think the Roger's back, so you got the crew back together, so it's going to be a full session. That's great. Then on Thursday we're doing some Star Trek. We're having a Star Trek adventure, and I'm going to be Tosh the Tellarite. That's my Tellarite impression.
Maybe some
Tellarite
sellotape
engineer.
to just hold it.
Yeah,
up for the evening.
I think like a League of Gentlemen kind of sellotape on the nose kind of job. So Thursday is Star Trek Adventures, which Millie's going to be running, and we're going to have some fun on an Intrepid class starship. So that's going to be cool. And then on Friday is Traveller, Ren Space. Now they know what's in the box, they just don't understand what's in the box. They're on the run from the weird identical agent guys and have headed into, or are heading into Sobolir space, carrying a mysterious weapon of some kind for a Soboliri Commodore, and also a full drilling crew and an archaeologist that they weren't expecting. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Yeah, awesome Traveller stuff. Sorry, it's a bit of a cough there.
Before we sign off, can we retcon that we stayed in that lady's room for about an hour, resting up before we moved on?
Sure. We can do that. That's fine. Bit of recovery there. For
I just looked at my vitality track. I was like, oh yeah, we probably.
Cool. Excellent. And then next week we're again Monday. We're maybe a dev stream, maybe not. But then we'll be back round to Tuesday for some more Grimhulk with Dodeca. And we'll see what happens with the fish people in their holy cylinders. So that will be lots of fun. Please don't forget to go and check out all the social medias. There's links below if you're on Twitch, down below, and if you're watching back on YouTube later in the video description. If you are watching on YouTube, please come and join us on Twitch. And if you are watching on Twitch, don't forget to come and hit the video on YouTube tomorrow, and a like and a comment and all that stuff, that would be cool. Check out our Patreon as well. As I said at the beginning, the Rattlers that featured in this adventure are available for everyone. They're on there for free. I've created the creature, and you can go and have a little look at that. So that's there. And don't forget to check out the Descendants of Darkness Ben's Kickstarter, which is currently on Backerkit.
Yep.
And the pre-order store is now open. So if you didn't get on it, you can get on it. And if you got on it, but you thought, hang on, I want that adventure. I want those pre-gen characters. I want a printed book. You can tap those up now as well. So go and check that out. Links there in the chat, and they'll be in the YouTube video description as well. Awesome. I think I've covered everything there. So only thing left to say is thank you very much for watching. Thank you to my players. That was an awesome
Thank
session.
you.
And we will see you tomorrow for some Warhammer Fantasy roleplay. Bye-bye.
Bye.